Good morning. Here we are at the start of day 9 at the downtown Minneapolis project. So excited, we're breaking into doing our waterfall today. We've just got a little bit to finish up on the shelf down here, but then we're gonna lay out our liner, start to get our streamliner all laid and prepared, and rock that in, and that is truly exciting because doing a pond is fun, but that's a very static thing. A waterfall, a stream and a waterfall is a very dynamic thing. It's very exciting, and so there's a lot to consider. How is the water running? Where is it going? Is it coming left? Is it coming right? You know, when it hits a rock in nature, if it hits a rock, it gets redirected. We need to follow those rules. We need to maintain that consistency as to what nature would do, you know? So I'm really excited about that.
Woo! This is so cool about this liner is like, we want to fit this rock in here just how we want. We want it to fit perfectly. You know, we'll spend hours on a rock.
Got Justin working on details over there, usual thing. Really helps out, making sure the water goes the way we want. And we're just working on our waterfall, so we've got a couple of tiers of waterfall we're working on right now. I'm really excited. We've got a waterfall that's gonna split around a cool rock, a couple steps on one side, big drop on the other. Right now we are digging back the tier to get ready to do our next kind of area on what we want for that waterfall. And keep stepping our way back. 2 more drops. That's what I'm expecting. Right there is Mr. Paint King. Smile and look at the camera, sir. There we go.
All right, so we've dug a hole for our biofalls. And right now Aiden is laying in a bunch of class 5 to create a nice solid base to set this biofalls on so it doesn't tip. It's really important to make sure that this biofalls is level. Otherwise, water won't flow properly over the lip out into the stream. All right, so the pond is looking pretty good. We're mostly rocked in. You can see over here behind the other camera tripod right over here, that's where our skimmer is gonna be. All right, and then as we pan over here, see the guys working on the biofalls, getting ready to lay that in. They're putting class 5 down.
I'm really excited, and we've gotten a lot of compliments. You know, the goal is to make it feel like you're kind of getting transported to the North Shore with that kind of cavernous feel, you know, like these boulders working their way out, so you kind of feel like you're looking at kind of like a cliffside. That's what we're trying to get to. So everything's coming together. We got a lot of work ahead of us. We're going to maximize this machine, try and get this in a real good spot by the end of the day. Get some more boulders and give you a cool look on what we're going for.
And then we can backfill against it. Right now we've got Justin, he's working on digging out the trench for the piping, which comes right back here. We've got 2 holes on the back, so we could either come out this way or come out this way. We know that we're gonna run all of our piping behind the pond because there's a bunch of work that's going to be happening on the front side of the pond after we're done, and we want to make sure that that doesn't get disturbed at all. So we've gotten the faceplate on, screws are in, hand tight. I mean, we're not overextending it, you're just getting a good tightness on it. Make sure that it's pressing down equally across all of the screws all the way around. We don't want to go so tight that we crack the plastic. We don't want to go so tight that, you know, we disform things, but we've got it up there. And now we have this, where the water was supposed to come in, we've got this liner here, so we have to cut this out. Now when we're cutting liner, we want to be very conscious of what we're doing. We don't want to do straight line, angle, straight line. Anywhere where you have a right angle or you have it's not a curve in the cut, you run the risk of being able to rip the liner. Now this liner is really strong as far as, you know, compressive strength and like, you know, stretching it and all that, but when you get a rip in it, it can just tear and just continue to tear. So you really want to, when you're cutting this out, you want to try and curve those corners and get those curves so that there is no way for that liner to tear and it stays nice and sealed. Now remember this, we just put this on, so that silicone is only doing a very little amount for us right now. It isn't until that dries that gives us that extra layer of strength and protection there and water resistance. So I'm just going to take the utility knife and slowly follow around this edge and try to make sure we keep those curves in the corners so we don't get straight corners, all right? Jake. If I mess this up, it's Aiden's fault.
Take your camera, look at it.
I'm only putting the very end of the blade in. I'm not going in super deep, just enough to make the cut. Now, it's gonna get a little hairier here when we get to the top because I've got the three sides cut. And now I'm gonna just come up here. There we go. Slow it down. Oh, just about heading. There we go.
I love our team. The guys are just doing great, working well together, kind of picking their own little specialties, staying working on something. And then if we as a team say, hey, we need your help, everyone just jumps to help. And even Jake here came away from editing to come help us here because we got to get done with this machine today because we just got word that they're blocking the patio up tomorrow. So we really got to get this out of here yet today. And Adam set the tone this morning, which he should be proud of himself, so hopefully this makes the video. But Adam, be proud of yourself because you did set the day for us by just jumping in the hardest thing, taking it on, and then the whole team just kind of came in to help him behind. So it wasn't that terrible of a task because we all did it together, but that plumbing would have been terrible by ourselves. But man, I'm so excited. We're getting closer and closer. Keep watching. All right, good news. We're getting ready to move that machine out of here, but as you can see, there's just a ton of moving parts. These guys are awesome though. Everyone's working really well with each other. Really loving the team that our friends at H&U put together here for this project. It's been really fun. Guys have been working with each other. It's been a challenge, but it's been fun at the same time because of the people we're working with. So now the name of the game is getting that rental machine back, getting that pulled out of here, and then the guys got a lot of detail work. Hopefully by the time I get back, it's rinsed down, drained, and the guys are starting to fill the pond. Andy Hoffman is the H on the H plus U, and he's a guy I graduated high school with, and to see this and see what he's doing with his life is so exciting for me. And then to be included in this is just an honor. So Andy, thank you. I really do appreciate this. This is gonna be really an awesome opportunity for us. And for you viewers, I am so excited by using this trap rock. I can't wait to get more opportunities to work with this trap rock. So if you like the way this looks and you like our style, please call us, because we're already starting to schedule for next year. And before you know it, we're gonna run out of opportunities to create next year for new people, because we're filling up our schedule. So make sure to call us, 952-454-3101. We create living works of art, 1 yard at a time. This is one of my favorite parts, and we kind of already been doing it because we got pressure here. And we'll go back to that last clip. You'll see some of it. Didn't get the best audio, but this is one of my favorite things we can do is when we start rinsing it down. That means we're, one, getting really close to the final fill, which we will be on very soon. And then two, you're gonna see really some beautiful things in the rocks. And then we really get to see how great our rock work is. These guys did such a good job hiding the bottoms of these rocks in a lot of spots, building up to it with smaller rocks, really setting the scale. I love this rock line right here. The reds really come out nicely when we're rinsing it down. I mean, we're getting really close to being able to bring this to life. What a fun project. It's definitely been challenging, but man, it's gonna be so worth it when we hear people loving it and excited by it. I can't wait to get some lilies in here with that new delayed fertilizer. Man, I'm very excited. Here on our project, number 7 is really gonna come to a head here today. I think we'll be able to get this finished. We're waiting for Aiden to get here with material. That's not been an easy task. We love this rock, but everything was about the same size down in Farmington, so we sent them to the Burnsville location, but Burnsville didn't have the riprap we needed. They thought maybe they had it at Patio Town, so he went there. They didn't have it, so I said, just go ahead and go to Farmington. We know they have what we want. So the riprap is more like size like this to that. You know, we love to be able to mix in some things, but the sizes we needed were like the 18 inches too. So really hard to find those in this particular area, just from what we were finding. Another 1.5 tons of material coming up onto the deck today. Then we'll be able to pull our machine out of here and we'll start moving on to Project 8, and we'll get to that final reveal for you before you know it. So in this episode, part 3 will have been worth it. Everyone's super respectful to everyone here. This is just an excellent team all around. So I'm really excited with the way this is going. Obviously, I can't wait to plug this in and turn it on and see what this looks like. I'm super excited because the water line held over the weekend just like we expected it to. We did a test, everything's doing great. Now we're filling it even more. We just ran out of time on Friday, so within the next 2 hours, we should be able to plug this in and see it running. That's, you know, hopefully. So that's what we're up to. We're waiting on material to get here. We'll start doing more detail work. I'm gonna go get the flat trailer and get some things ready for the next project, and then we'll be back to check this out before long. Awesome. We are Pond King Water Gardens, where we create living works of art, 1 yard at a time.